go. That's one of those plays that you call.
Today, from Lumen Field in Seattle, it's week 3 of
the Seattle now ready to march onto the field. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A leap, and he's got it. DK Metcalf, high in the air to bring it in. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. On the previous drive, he had the touchdown throw to DK Metcalf. Time to see what they can do here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's throwing. From the end zone, Smith. Forced out to his left. Now he's loose again. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better. And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one. On 1st down, it's Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On On second down, here's Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far. He's not only thrown a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, he's run for 1 as well, as he'll start again with a first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. He notched his 15th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll look to keep it going here, 1st and 10. Smith on first down. Flushed out right. He's still barreling through. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role. Really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Runs through the contact. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in 1 half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a Q.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been... To throw is Smith. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find the seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Here's Smith now on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Buying time to his left. Powerful running. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out.
He capped off that last drive himself, had the touchdown run. To throw from his end zone, Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Smith now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result.
He's got a man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. That is caught. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And if that run looks familiar to you by Walker, it should. You saw it at Wake Forest, at Michigan State, and in the NFL here with Seattle. A nice start to his career, totaling a little over 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 18 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0 you really have. Now come the Seahawks. Smith going to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Dances by him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.
Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On first down, Smith. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Smith. Dancing to his left. Gets past one man and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Smith. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks. He's number 1 in the league in touchdown passes, just through number 20 on that last drive. And they start here with a first down. Smith. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Seahawks sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf on his... Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his third. A man who played collegiately over in East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Smith. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Smith being chased out left. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how about the start so Smith now throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Smith throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Smith flushed out right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Here's Smith on first down, eluding the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0,
the Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing now, Smith. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this...
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Now Smith on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Ken Walker was his target out of the backfield.
And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this giant defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Smith now throwing on first down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more reward.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
They got his man complete.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Smith.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Operating from the gun. Smith steps away to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first.
He threw his league-leading 25th touchdown pass on that last drive. He'll look to add to that total here with a first down.
Play action. It's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's been sensational.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Give him 30 yards there.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Smith. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
That touchdown reception, his 22nd of the year, tying him for second all-time with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, who also had 22 during the 1987 season. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks can...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown.
Throwing to start the drive. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Smith on first down.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Operating from the gun, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Again, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks... Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Here's Smith on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just continue to run. Feature touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. Out of the gun, Smith. Buying time to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Smith. Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
I know you.
The Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Racing to the end zone, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And Walker once more, dancing away at the 35. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Tonight, from Lumen Field in Seattle.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his second touchdown on the season. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He connected on his first pass of the game for a long touchdown, so we'll see what else he's got up his sleeve as they start 1st and 10 again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. Throwing to start the drive. Smith. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Smith, flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. All of a sudden, we've got a new ball game back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive led to a touchdown. So we'll see if they can get things right here. 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for the... Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the long touchdown pass. Throwing to start the drive. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Returning right back to Lockett.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 4.
Back to throw. Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
He threw his league-best 35th touchdown pass of the year on that last drive. And they'll start here on 1st and 10.
Now Smith throwing on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to get.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Smith now on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. get this up to the 34-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to throw. Smith.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Here's Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the 49ers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw on second down is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a... The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
76 yards.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to...
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Smith on 1st and 10. Now he's going to go deep down the left side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Smith eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Now he's into the clear again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback. Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that nearly intercepted. And the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's second down. Back to throw. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His third touchdown now on the year. And the out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 76 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
Looking to throw. Smith escapes the sack. That's caught at the 1. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown. Remember, he ran it in the last time they had it. That was his 9th rushing touchdown on the season. And they begin here on this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really hot start.
On first down, it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75.
He threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive, and they start again here.
Smith on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Smith now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to... Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's closing in on.
To throw is Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the 50, it's Smith.
Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown.
Here's Smith. Flushed out right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Throwing is Smith. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Block it in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. lots